Hello everybody, and today I'm going to show you another video on Wynncraft. This is this is going to be me showing what powder grinding for money is in a nutshell in this game. Really, that's really all there is to this video, but it's actually pretty cool to show. I don't really care about the fight things. So right now, we have one of each powder just so I can keep it this organized. No tier 6. I sell tier 5. That's kind of what happens. But anyway, there's a bunch of chests around, and some of these chests are very useful if you want powders because, well, not a lot of people go to these chests, and I kind of like using chests that no one goes to because they're known for having tier 4 powders a lot. And almost always tier 3s. So, yeah, and I guess if anyone who watches this that don't know these locations and troms, guess they could technically use it themselves, but darn it, not one powder on that. Okay, we'll take that. That's really all that's useful in that chest. This is sad. Okay, that's tier 1. Seriously, what is my luck with powders? I almost always show up and there's like 2 tier 3s. Not getting it this time though. Okay, let's see if maybe, well actually, usually I find the powders anyway. This is just places I like to go to the beginning because they're near Trom spawn. They aren't the best for powders anyway. I just like getting to these anyway because they're really insanely close. So I like getting these since they're usually pretty good anyway. There's actually 2 locations in the middle of Trom, surprisingly, and I'm not counting that one since that one's that aren't usually looted. Ones that are looted, obviously. I don't really loot those usually. Sometimes do, but what I really care about is, well, one up here. There's a chest up here, and surprisingly almost no looted, even though it seems to be a pretty obvious place to expect there to be stuff. Once again, this isn't a powder place area. I just like collecting this, but the next one is, I would consider a powder place. In the cave, there's actually a total of 3 loot chests down here. 3, which is a pretty good amount, I'd say. But it seems someone might have looted it, which is an unfortunate part because this one is actually looted once in a while, so it's less likely for me to get powders from it, but why not checking? We're getting low tiers, but I guess you can combine those to get higher tiers, so it's not that bad if you get a lot of them. But that one had more in it than that, so it's possible that they didn't. I doubt it, but they might not have tried to go as high as possible. Oh. Okay, there's actually tier 3. Okay. Tier 2. Okay, that's a good amount of powders we got from that. But now let's actually go to the big powder places. I don't know why I'm swimming. So, actually, I think that is faster to just go over there. Now, this place looks like it's just a nothing place, but it actually has an entrance. So this place it's looted pretty commonly, but it's not as common as you'd think it would be. And this is not supposed to be a legendary set day, but I guess that's happening. Of which I might in this video show off my OP set. Are you kidding me? Let's throw out any of these that we don't care about. Any of the different types. And honestly, these aren't that good either, so I'm just going to throw out all of them. It's not usually something you do, but some days they just aren't. They just aren't that good. It's sad when that's the case, but it happens. Really goes arc of the same. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's just collect legendary sets for this video, just so we don't have to go back quite as many times. It's probably what I'm going to do for this. This one's looted commonly, so I'm not surprised that it didn't have much. Besides, I don't think it has as good stuff anyway, usually. Okay, let's go back, and and I still like how it looks like it's not going to be really anything, but but this is actually a good amount of powders, and will give you at least one tier 4. I'm pretty sure that this is enough to get 1 tier 4 powder, and I don't think it can get 2, but it's quite possible it could, because I already have powders in the bank on tier 2, so I guess I do have that as well going for me. Okay. Pretty sure I have another one of these. Okay, tier 2, tier 1. Oh, never mind, I don't. I know I'm 99% sure there's. So this is tier 2, this is tier 1, this is tier 2. Okay. So I do have a lot. Okay, first let's deal with my other stuff though. Because I still want to do that, even though this video is primarily focused on getting really cool things. I did get legendary unidentified stuff, which is mostly, honestly, surprisingly enough, legendary stuff in this doesn't sell for much. What you want to do is identify it and hope that it's one of the better sets. Because it is sometimes a very good set, and that's usually how you get a lot of this stuff. That's not that good. Definitely not as good as the stuff I have on right now. Yeah, both of these, I'm not sure if they were worth it, but I think they might have been. Okay, now that we've dealt with all the emeralds, so we have more emeralds. If you're wondering why I have less emeralds, it's actually because I tend to use it on transportation because I know I'm still going to get a steady gain from this. But anyway, I still do have to transform powders. I don't sell them as tier 2s. That's kind of the stupid thing to do. Well, actually, it isn't quite stupid, but it doesn't tend to give you quite as much of profit, but depending on what you have, it can be sometimes worthwhile. I know this isn't what people want to do, but I don't care about tier 1 powders at all. If there's an extra one left, I'm not going to use it. I know I could, but... Oh wait, that's add powders. Okay. That's a tier 2. That's a... We're going to have an extra tier 1, aren't we? 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. I still keep the 2s around because the 2s can actually be useful. So I'm going to put the tier 2 in the bank, and yeah. I have enough of these to make a tier 4 powder to sell. And I could technically just, I am now in a decision of either waiting till I get more tier 4 powders so I can get a tier 5 powder, which usually I actually do because to make sure that no one else buys someone else's instead, you actually do have to usually denote the price by just decreasing it, which is one of the reasons you want to have tier 5 powders. It's still worth it because of the multiplication. because you still subtract the same amount roughly to make it worthwhile. Okay, now we're going to a slightly off place, aka here, which is still pretty close, but it's not quite at the same location. It's a little tiny bit off, but honestly not much off. Now let's just collect the 2 chests here. There's one here. It usually gets a lot of attention. We're in one of the places that gets a fair amount of attention and is likely that it's looted, sadly. But it is kind of true that this is a place that was probably looted. And these two, this is almost always looted. I'm surprised it has more stuff because it's almost always looted. But I guess they probably came in a lot sooner. We still have things, so let's go over to this one. Yeah, that's it. We're pretty close to it. I think it's yeah, it's here. Now this place, a lot of people look for a bunch of chests, so they sometimes think that there's not any because they think there'd be more, right? But at the end there is actually a chest, and it's great for the powders. Like, it's just, every time I've came here, it's been stacked with powders. There hasn't been a time it hasn't been stacked with powders yet. It's usually that stacked. Now, I don't usually get the potions, and like, I don't really like the potions. I know they can help, but really for the boss fights in the area, it's not really useful. Okay, now that we're going here, let's go this way so we can come around. Technically, there's one here. And it has 3 chests. It's usually honestly looted. This one's one of the more likely to be looted, but when it isn't, it's stacked with loot. But sadly, it seems that someone's looted this incredibly recently. So we're not going to get much out of this. Like, at all. So, yeah, this one's looted. Let's go to a lesser known one. There's a lot of people have never noticed this one. So this one technically has a fair amount of loot each time. But it seems someone has looted it semi-recently, but it's long enough ago it's quite possible there's going to be here. Okay, so I'm just going to, that's the chest, This one doesn't look like it was looted, surprisingly. Huh, someone came fairly recently, but it doesn't look like they found this one, which is actually very nice. I just realized we might have the same ones of the same powders now. So let's check. Earth. Okay, those are different. These are different. These are... Okay, good. The same one. I'm really... So now we have like a few more in this region, and then we're going to go into the next region. Which honestly, I sometimes go into the dangerous parts, but that's mostly just because I have teleport, and I have a lot stacked armor for my level, aka pew 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 pew. So I don't struggle here in that area, even if it's a higher level. It's not one of the things I have to worry about, luckily, which makes it nice because I can just pop in there without fear of dying. Actually, recently got this armor, but once I get to level 65, it's quite possible I'll go for a different armor type. I'm not going to explain this right now, really, but I will probably show it once I get to level 65. Okay, this is the last region in this area, and yeah, wait, someone dropped this. I don't use them for the boss thingy, because I've already got, like, one of the helmets from it, and it's really not that useful anymore. It was useful until I got my thing from it. But but it's not really useful anymore. Usually I just use this as a place for kill almost every mob, and I'm going to do the daily objective not in the video, just so you know. Because the daily objective, I literally have to go from the Trom's Passage to Ragni, and although that seems like it'd be something that can be short, it can actually take a fair amount of time. Because you have to find someone that trusts you, is in the same world, and it can get a little bit tedious. Anyway, let's go in here. Okay, let's go here. Let's first go to the fireplace, where technically you can, the fire area is actually sometimes pretty good, because these got a lot of good things. Sure, they have a bunch of health and do a bunch of damage, but but almost all of them are just slow, so they're actually not that hard to just kill. They do a chunk of damage, as you can see, but this one's already almost dead, and you can just wear them down while they're doing practically nothing to you. So it's actually a very good place to grind, as you can see. And, well, the blazes are, I'd say in this area, the best thing to grind is definitely the blazes. 100%. They are the best to grind because they don't shoot fireballs, and they have the least health. So I like grinding them, to be honest. Like, because they have, like, so weak health opposed to the other guys. And I just realized I'm probably going to need to go back to Trom's and then back here again after I get this one. But that's not that important, honestly. And I really don't care how many passages I have. It's when it's long travels, like from here to the sand place. Though, honestly, I actually have a fast way from getting to Trom's to Deathless, so that's not really a problem. It seems like something that would be pretty long, but it's actually less long than you would expect, honestly. I think it's down to, once again, locations. So let's go there. And now let's go back to Trom's. And I know I could just get close and kill myself, and honestly, I usually do that, but when I'm tower grinding, in this area, it's actually, when I'm just coming here once, it's not a problem, but if I'm going to be here for a while, I typically wouldn't want to risk that. Okay, that's over there, so if I remember correctly, we need to go over here. This is, once again, a dangerous place to just go, but because of my teleport and my heal and my stacked armor, I typically don't have any struggles, really. It's not a concern going here. Technically, it's faster to go just through the air, teleporting down, but it's actually, you kind of want to teleport up normally through the path. So yeah. Technically, I do have my horse, so I should probably use the teleporting horse. I still like how sometimes the horse can glitch and become a donkey. It happens. It's not that uncommon, either. Just suddenly, instead of a horse, you're riding a donkey, and then when you spawn him again, he's a horse. It's like, what? When were you why were you a donkey, you know? Like, it's just like, it's happens so suddenly, and you're riding a donkey, and it's like, huh? Anyway, as you can see, I don't have that fast of a horse. I don't really care for having a fast horse. Because once I get to 20, I just teleport, so it really doesn't matter. It's going to be fast regardless. Oh, wow, I have a lot of these. Shift right click, Wow, that was a lot. I guess that was mine then. Okay, so let's do this, and now we have doop 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 doop. Time to do the powder thingy. And let's see how many ones I have. I always need to separate the ones, you know. Doesn't look like it looks like I know I have that many. And I don't have any others. Okay, so that I have enough for 1 tier 2 from those. That's actually good because I just throw away the ones left because I really don't care on those. And now I have, okay, this is the tier 3, so we go put that back. Hate when it doesn't pick up properly, and now it's not even, please tell me it's going to go back into my inventory. Boop. Boop. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I think it's the fact that he's on it is making it impossible for me to pick it up. That's just absolutely so annoying. Anyway, let's get the, oh wait, that's a tier 3. We have 2 of these. We don't have enough for any more. Okay, we're going to save those for the next one. Okay, so let's save those. We're not going to have a straight enough for a tier 4, so let's see. So we're going to have, never mind, we have enough for 2 straight 4s. Exactly enough. Okay, so one more after this, and we get to sell a tier 5 powder, which sells for a lot. It actually sells for a huge amount. So yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go bring these back to my bank, and then when I have more powders, I get to turn them into a tier 5 powder. And one more powder. Okay, so we're going to go to that place, but now we're going to go the fastest route for the area I want now. Since that's obviously, we're going to want to go to the closest entrance, to the area which has it, which is now from, now we actually get to go on here. There are 2 entrances, and I usually prefer this one. This is the entrance we're using this time, and it's just like, I can honestly just heal once in a while and just walk there, but walking is kind of slow, so we're just going to go pew pew. Okay, we're getting close because that's the structure that starts down here that I want to get. So we're getting close, and so I know there's something there, but it's really not that good. So we're going to go up here, okay? And basically, to get the good loot, you really just, for a lot of this, you just go up. There's a total of 2 chests, which doesn't seem that, actually I think are free. Doesn't seem that good, but they sometimes contain incredibly useful loots. But it seems like someone might have looted this recently, so we might be relying on the less good loot that's more hidden. But there is also But it's also quite possible that usually when that one spawns, it can have a timer and it will regenerate instantly once the timer's done. So I might just have the timer if it's short and then just wait. This is awkward. I hate when I miss my teleport on this. It slows it down incredibly. Are you kidding me? I'm lucky there wasn't barrier blocks there. If there was, I would have literally just splat and had to reset. This is why I should be being careful with my teleport, but sadly that's just not me. With the teleport, I'm just not careful. And that's just one of the defining factors about me teleporting. I'm just not careful. Okay, we're almost at the end. And let's check this spot. Yeah, someone definitely, I was pretty sure someone would loot that if they would. Someone looted this less recently though, so we actually got still not much from that. So we're going to need to go to another area though. Once again, there are a few more areas here that I remember where the chest is. So let's start with the one a little down of that, which is this, but I don't remember if this one has the chest or is another area. I think this is that one that doesn't have a chest. We need to go farther this way to get the ones that I need. Need to get that more time to regenerate. So anyway, this one's the one I was talking about. Only a few of those are hostile, though there are hostile ones, but the green ones are hostile and the other ones aren't. But my major thing here anyway is suspicious soil. Yeah, that's probably a monster, isn't it? If not, it says level 60, so I'm pretty sure it's a monster. Anyway, wait, let's get this one, and we still aren't getting any powders. Yep. It's not that surprising. This is not one of the good powder areas. But we don't have enough, so I'm going to go to places that are less likely to have a lot of powders anyway. Because there are still there, and sometimes you get powders from it. Okay, this area is impressive entrance to a boss, but you also... I've killed it in the past. It's actually not that hard. It's very easy to just grind it from on top of something. Just kill it. So it's kind of like, in my opinion, just a hilarious thing to kill over and over again. Because you can just grind it. Like some things, you can just grind, kill them. This is one of these thingies. I'm going to kill it. Well, it's going to take a bit, but I think I just should have gotten it. I like killing those things. So that's about to die, as you can see. It's kind of running, I think. Boxed in. Okay, where did this thing go? Did I kill it, or... I need to know where it went. Huh. Did it go up here? Could have gone in up here. Did I kill it? I'm not sure if I killed it. Great. Sure where I killed it, I don't know where the loot is. That's just absolutely wonderful. Well, anyway, there's another one here, and I'm not sure if this is it, but I guess we'd find out. Because it wouldn't have been able to heal by now. Oh, there's another one. Pew, pew, pew. It's another purple star. It's actually a different purple star, but whatever. Okay, now we need to apparently kill this thing. Okay, that's a blade store one. Why are you not Why are you not showing his health? This is the guy I care about, that I'm wanting to know his health. Sheesh. You know? Sheesh. Okay, finally I get to know. Okay, I killed it. Anyway, this isn't where I want to be either. I think what's happening at this point is I'm just being in the wrong... I'm in this area, and at this point I don't think there's anything more I can do in this area, so I'm going back. Pretty sure oh, actually, this guy is useful, and I just remembered I have enough for Galleon's Graveyard this whole time, and I just haven't been doing it. So I'm going to end the stream off after I get the tier 4 power and do it on market. Anyway, this is the right spot, so might as well... No, I don't care about that map fragment. I already have more of those than I want. Okay, I'm coming up on Evu Village. That's what I thought would happen. And, oh yeah, we climb a bit harder, and then we don't go on that bridge thingy. Okay, I'm back here. All I need to do is get to that one place, which I usually do. I usually just go up here to get height advantage, and then just, you know, kind of just teleport a bunch. I teleport there so I can get up here. Then I teleport down here, 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 here. Then I just teleport one more time. And while I'm regenerating to 20, I'm going to do my horse. Unfortunately, slabs mess with the horse jump. Which actually is very annoying. So I'm not sure if I have enough or anything. Well, I guess we'll find out. If we're... Well, I think we could just use my whatever powders anyway. We have this many, which using... we're not going to have enough. I think I'll just end the video here. You know what I'm going to do. Collect a few more and then sell a tier 5 powder. Sorry, a tier 5 powder. But in this case, just for the video's sake, I'm just going to sell these guys, okay? Because I don't want it to be too long, so I kind of will want to sell these. So I'm just going to sell it in this. Sell. Each. 410? Okay, then 250. But wait, I have to... It does have price. So, I'm at 300, so... That 280... 280 would be 14, so it's 294, 286 for each. Sell this for 200, 180. And this is what they're sell for. Already got in that, and these will probably sell pretty soon later. Though, I think that's about all for the video. As you can see, yeah, I only sold 2 tier 4 powders, so I didn't get that much noticeable of the game. But if I've waited to sell a tier 5 powder, I would have gotten a lot more. There's also that. So anyway,